This is a lychee tree. It's built on the ground there, but it's climbing up this hill, so the fruit is very easy to access from this hill that we're on. That's kind of convenient. Are they any good?
Yeah.
Cool. It's kind of odd to see this in Africa, right? So you'd expect these to be only in China, but 70% of all of Europe's lychees come from here, come from Madagascar. They're one of the major producers of lychees in the entire world. As you drive through the roads around here, you see lychee trees just like all over the place in people's yards. I've been seeing kids like throwing stuff at the lychees, trying to get them down. They're almost ripe. This is lychee season, is November, but we're like a little bit early. So I think within the next few weeks, these are probably going to be like ready to go. But they're still edible. I've been seeing people eat them. Not really showing up at the markets yet. But yeah, it's just really odd to see lychees just like everywhere this far from China. In case you're curious what these ones taste like, as I said, it's a little bit underripe. You can see it's a little yellow there. In New York City, very often you'll find them of this color. So it's not uncommon to find them picked like a little bit early. But so at least give you an idea of what it tastes like. Looks pretty good. Nice and juicy. That's good. Very strong lychee flavor. And it's kind of tart, which I like. I think that's because they're a little green. The sourness on these lychees is like an 8 out of 10. 10 to lemon. Sweetness, also pretty high. I'd say a 7 out of 10. If 10's a sugar cube. Big seed. There is one variety that has very tiny, skinny seeds. Those are called chicken tongue lychee. It's a special breed because those have more flesh to it. I think if you picked it a little bit later, a little bit more ripe, it would be sweeter, less sour. Honestly, I kind of like it like this. I think I really like sour fruits. So for me, this is even better. So, Steven, everybody gives me like a lot of hell for saying lychee instead of lychee. So I'd like you to just kind of like settle things. You speak Chinese.
Yeah.
How many years did you spend in China?
About 3.
And you're fluent in Chinese?
Yeah.
In Mandarin, right?
Yep.
How do you say lychee?
Lychee.
Does that sound more like lychee or more like lychee?
Sometimes it's spelled Lychee. Sometimes it's Litchi. So I think both ways are okay.
There.
It's just like a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. To quote Shakespeare.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I call it lychee because I had a girlfriend once that was Chinese. Still is, by the way. And she would say lychee instead of lychee. So I'm like, well, obviously she's got to be right. So I say it that way and everyone gives me garbage. Anyway, go ahead. Tell us what you think about this lychee.
This is very high acid. So in most of the world, lychees don't have very much acidity to them. And these have a lot of acidity. So this is, as you said, probably like a 7 out of 10.
Do you think it's sour because of the region or because it's unripe?
Maybe a little bit of both, because
I've had ones that looked like that in America that were a lot sweeter and didn't have sourness to it.
Yeah, generally, at least from my trees, if I pick an immature lychee, they just don't have much flavor.
Yep.
But they don't have acidity like this. So I think maybe the acidity might be variety dependent, because I've never had lychees as acid as this.
Interesting. So maybe the ones,
tastes really good.
The lychees in Madagascar might be a little bit more sour than the ones that you get in other parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You like these?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Are these better than the ones that you grow?
I don't have a lot of them, so yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's a pretty good endorsement.
Ay, que tienes uñitas, Cari.
Wow, es rápido,
Oye, este es
He
rápido.
is not afraid of us.
Muy grande.
He's big enough to fight.
Cuando se acabe el palo, ¿dónde va?
Muy
¿Antes ha dado la
Está
vuelta?
mirando que me da.
Ay, pobre, qué
He looks
lástima.
so bored. It's like, put me back on my tree. He's trying to get to it. And now all the tour groups have found the chameleon. So we're gonna go and just hopefully they put them back safe and sound. I think like a few of us looking at a chameleon, it's like, oh, cool. But then there's 20 people taking photos, and I always start to feel bad for the chameleon. So, yeah. But they'll put him back. They'll put him back in his home. Well, I really hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you did, you may want to check out the video that is below me right now. That should be good too. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, it is a huge help to my channel, so please do consider subscribing or clicking that bell. That does something too. Not sure what it is. Also, check out the description below. There's all sorts of other things I have going on. I don't even know anymore. But guys, I will see you next time. Take care.